last night. I started to rush in after you.
I'm glad you didn't.
What were you thinking of? Answer me. What?
Please, Blanche. Sit down and stop yelling.
All right, Stella. I'll repeat the question quietly now. How could you come back to this place after last night? You must have slept with him.
Blanche, I'd forgotten about how excitable you get. You're making much too much fuss about this.
Am I?
Yes, you are. I know how it must have seemed to you, and I'm awful sorry that it happened, but it wasn't anything as serious as you take it. In the first place, when men are drinking and playing poker, anything can happen. Why, it's always a powder keg. He didn't know what he was doing. He was as good as a lamb this morning when he came back to me, and he's really very, very ashamed of himself.
And that makes it all right.
Well, no, it isn't all right for anybody to make such a terrible row, but people do all the time. Sorry. People do all the time. Stanley's always smashed things. Why, on our wedding night, as soon as we came in here, he snatched one of my slippers and rushed about the place, smashing all the light bulbs with it.
He did what?
He smashed all the light bulbs with the heel of my slipper.
And you let him? Didn't run and scream?
I was sort of thrilled by it. Eunice and you had breakfast?
I suppose I wanted any breakfast.
There's some coffee on the stove.
You're so matter of fact about it, Stella.
What other can I be? He's taken the radio to get it fixed. Didn't land on the pavement, so only one tube was smashed.
And you're standing there smiling?
What else? What do you want me to do?
Put yourself together and face the facts.
What are they, in your opinion?
In my opinion, you are married to a madman.
No!
Yes, you are. Your fix is worse than mine is. Only you're not being sensible about it. I'm going to do something, get a hold of myself, and make myself a new life.
Yes?
But you've given in, and that isn't right. You're not old. You can get out.
Not in anything I have a desire to get out of.
Stella.
I said, I'm not in anything I have a desire to get out of. Look at the mess in this room. And those empty bottles. He went through 2 cases last night. He promised me this morning that he was going to quit having these poker parties, but you know how long such a promise is going to keep. It's his pleasure, like mine is movies and bridge. People have got to tolerate each other for their habits, I guess.
I don't understand you. I don't understand your indifference. Is this a Chinese philosophy you've cultivated?
Is what?
This shuffling about and mumbling. 1, 2 smashed, beer bottles, mess in the kitchen, as if nothing out of the ordinary has happened. Are you deliberately shaking this in my face?
No.
Stop it, let go of that broom. I won't have you cleaning up after him.
Then who's going to do it? Are you? No, I didn't think so.
Let me think. Only my mind would function. We've got to get a hold of some money. That's the way out.
I guess money is always nice to get a hold of.
Listen to me. I have an idea of some kind. You remember Shep Huntley? Of course you remember Shep Huntley. I went out with him at college and wore his pin for a while.
Well,
I ran into him last winter. You know, when I went to Miami during Christmas holidays?
no.
Well, I did. I took the trip as an investment, thinking I'd meet someone with $1 million.
Did you?
Yes. I ran into Shep Huntley. I ran into him on Biscayne Boulevard on Christmas Eve. About dusk, getting into his car, Cadillac convertible, this a bit of block long.
I should think it would have been inconvenient in traffic.
Heard of oil wells?
Yes, remotely.
He has them all over Texas. Texas is literally spouting
My.
You know how different I am to money. Think of money in terms of what it does for you. But you could do it. You could certainly do it.
Do what, Blanche?
Set us up in a shop.
What kind of a shop?
Oh, a shop of some kind. He could do it with half what his wife throws away at the races.
He's married?
Honey, would I be here if he weren't married? How do I get Western Union? Operator? Western Union?
That's a dial phone, honey.
Can't dial to...
Just dial O.
O?
Yes, O for operator.
Give me a pencil. Where's a slip of paper? Gotta write it down first. The message, I mean. Let me see. Darling Shep, sister and I in desperate situation.
I beg your pardon.
Sister and I in desperate situation. We'll explain details later. Would you be interested in... You never get anyone with heels.
Don't be ridiculous, darling.
I'll think of something. I've got to think of something. Don't laugh at me, Stella. Please,